Hello everyone, it's me, and I just unboxed two brand new planes. To the right is a 100 series Bombardier Q400 from Air Canada Express, and as you can see it's a very beautiful model, very high quality fuselage. You can see the propellers are beautifully made with this beautiful 6-blade propellers on the number 1 and number 2 engine, and a beautiful, really beautiful vertical stabilizer tail fin, along with the elevator assembly. But as you can see, I really love this beautiful autumn maple leaf on the vertical stabilizer. It's wow. And I also love the blue tint that's powder baby blue tint on the plane. It's very, I gotta say, very well detailed and very beautiful plane. I also have a variety of other planes I left back in Hawaii, which is a really good collection. I'm planning on expanding my collection even more so far. I have Qantas Airlines Boeing 767-1200 model. I also have US Airways Airbus A380 150 model. I have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 130 scale model. Omni International Air DC-10 1/200 scale. New Zealand Air Dash 8, which is 1/100 scale. A Japan Airlines MD-11 1/200 scale, but it is not made from Skymarks. It's made by a different company, it's not as high quality. It doesn't really show the fan blades in the jet engine. It's more hollow. It doesn't feel as solid, but still, it's a nice model and blends in well with the Skymarks. And I do have a model space shuttle kit I put together that I sent over that blends in, as well as an HS-60 Jayhawk helicopter, which also fits my collection pretty well. I also have an American Airlines, beautiful American Airlines Fokker F100 1/100 scale. That thing is huge and very beautiful. But that was my star model until now, when I got this beautiful Airbus A380 from the most wonderful airline in the world. In my opinion, that is British Airways. You can see this is very beautiful. You can see the symbols of Rolls-Royce, the safety signs, and as you look inside the fan blades, they'll actually spin. If you blow into them, the fan turbines will spin. And I really love that logo. It's amazing. And you can see beautiful landing gear underneath. Yeah, as you can see, the Airbus A380 has 6 in the middle on each side, 4 on the wings on each side, and 2 in the front on the nose. And British Airways is still yet to receive their Airbus A380s, which they will hopefully get in the spring. And I'm just dying to see British Airways with an A380. I see Lufthansa Flight 455 fly over my dealership every day, and it's always amazing just to see how big an airplane such as this in full size fly. I always wonder to myself, whenever I see a Boeing 747, how on earth is this jumbo jet able to lift itself off the ground. And I've been on over 12 747s, but the Airbus A380, that completely takes my breath away. And as we're seeing right here, we're seeing a fellow YouTuber show off his Emirates Airbus A380. Showing off his Emirates, I'm showing off my British Airways Airbus A380. It's 1/200 scale, and for 1/200 scale, it's pretty huge. It's my largest plane in my collection. And it's my most beautiful plane, too. It was expensive as well. This thing was like probably $90 because I had to get it from England, so that was British pounds, not to mention the shipping and handling. So, yeah, my most expensive plane yet. But wow, worth every pence. In British money, or over here, worth every penny. Whew. Just never seen a model plane so beautiful. And if you want, you don't have to have it on the stand because it has its own landing gear. Let me see if I can pull this thing off. Yeah, because it has its own landing gear, it can just sit and rest on the landing gear. That is if you want. And now we can have a really good look at the belly. Yep, there's the serial number. Wow, you can really see the cargo areas of where they pack away that huge, massive landing gear. Now on an Airbus A380, the landing gear is huge. There we go. This thing is huge, it's heavy, probably weighs over 3 pounds, very solid, and these wings are huge. Just massive. And this Bombardier QR400, take a look at it. It's a 1/100 model, and look at how much smaller it is compared to the 1/200 scale Airbus A380. It's instantly dwarfed by the A380. And imagine if the A380 was a 1/100 scale. It would probably break the desk. Yeah. What got me into planes was recently watching Air Crash Investigation. And that's what really got me into planes. I've seen all kinds of crashes and everything, and both this airline, Air Canada, and British Airways have some of the most amazing safety records of any other airline. British Airways had its last fatal crash in 1976. And ever since then, they've flown millions and millions of planes, millions of miles, having all kinds of flights. They've had their fair share of accidents and crashes since then, but not one of them was fatal. And all of them came out done professionally and very well, and wow. Not to mention, I've flown on British Airways many times. Always superb service. They're reliable. Their Boeing 747s are very beautiful and very well kept. And it's wow. I just can't say enough good things about British Airways. And Air Canada also has a really good safety record as well. I'm not sure how many fatal crashes it's had, but I don't think it's had a lot because the airline's been doing very well and it has a really good safety record. Yeah. Air Canada, British Airways, and as I see, also Air Emirates, Singapore Airlines, American Airlines, United Airlines, Southwest Airlines, US Airways, Taka Airlines, I've already mentioned Southwest, New Zealand Air, All Nippon, Japan Airlines, Qantas Airlines, and Qatar, or however you say it, Airlines, all have amazing safety records. I mean, they haven't had a single fatal crash in the past 10 years. Also, KLM has a really good safety record, and Air France, even though Air France has been struggling with their safety record, having their last fatal crash in 2009, but overall, they have a very good safety record. But of all the bunch, it's very tough for any of them to compare to British Airways' safety record. The reason being is, even though British Airways has had a fatal crash, Air Emirates has had none, neither has Qantas. And I believe Finnair hasn't had a fatal crash either, and it's also on the board for outstanding safety record. But the main reason is British Airways is a much larger airline and has flown many more flights than any of them, and not one of them was fatal. And they've been around for such a long time, and that's the main reason why their safety record has really staggered and made them number one in aviation. Not to mention, their planes are beautiful, and no doubt their Airbus A380s are going to be stunning. And this Bombardier Q400 is also a really beautiful plane. Yeah, Skymarks does one heck of a job. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Chris9017 out.